There we go. Okay, so hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Taylor.
And today we have Max and Spencer. So, how are you guys feeling today?
Good.
Feeling good.
Okay.
It's good. They're, Max and Spencer are brothers, and we are going to ask some questions about their family. So, to start off with, what does family mean to you?
Starting like philosophical. I don't know. What does family mean to? I mean, it's like the way our mom always kind of said it is like, you know, all of our friends could go away, but we're always gonna have, you know, the family, right? So it's kind of like, you know, friends can come and go, but you kind of have to stick with your family. So
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Just kind of like, a group that like you're kind of, no matter what, they've got your back, and that's something that you can't say with like a lot of different friendships unless you're really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what does your family look like? Like, how many people are in it?
I'd say attractive. I'm just kidding. No.
Sorry.
No, we have mom, dad, and then us two, and then a couple dogs. But
Okay.
I don't know if that counts. Yeah, I'm the older one, Max, and then Spencer's
Yes.
the younger brother.
I am the younger one.
Okay, and then Max, how old are you?
I am 20.
And Spencer, how old are you?
18.
Okay. So,
Do you consider like anyone family that's not, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you consider anyone family that's not
Like
blood?
Not necessarily. We have a lot of cousins and stuff like that. So like they're family. You know, I mean, the only person I could think of is we have like a family friend who comes to a lot of Christmases, and they haven't in a while. Matthew, you know,
Yeah.
kind of. I'd put him in with family.
Yeah.
Just because he's a very close family friend. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, and then where does your family come from, like in terms of heritage and stuff like that? Do you guys know?
yeah, we're mostly German and Polish. We have I think we're like 25% Polish, and like basically the rest is German mixed with some other little things here and there. What? Yeah, right. We did I went and I did some ancestry research recently, and apparently, my great grandfather was from Germany, and he fought in the Civil War.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
We didn't he was in the Union Army during the Civil War. I don't think he ever fought. But.
Okay.
Do you follow any traditions related to your heritage at all?
No, that's not even.
I think
Really
our
not.
family just kind of, I think, just made our own traditions.
Yeah.
Compared, I don't know. I think that's more. Like we don't go like the cousins' Christmas as much.
No, well, and even
So,
well,
like-
ancestry-wise, like it's not too much.
Yeah.
We, our grandma used to talk a little bit in Polish, but like we didn't. She passed when we were pretty young, so it wasn't like anything like really
So you don't keep doing
deep
that?
ingrained.
Nobody
no.
else does that in your family?
No, we have a few like terms we say. Something dupa, that means butt.
Yeah.
In Polish, I think I might be totally wrong,
I don't know.
the only other thing I thought of is the pickle thing.
Yeah, but
We
that
don't-
might be our
That actually
thing.
that's actually a
I know
German
it's
tradition.
like a German tradition,
Yeah.
but I think like somewhere we adopted that as
Yeah.
just their group.
Right.
What
Yeah.
pickle thing?
Yeah,
The
what's
pickle-
the pickle thing?
It's whenever on Christmas you put a pickle, or somebody hides a pickle ornament in the Christmas tree, and then whoever can find the pickle first gets to open the first present.
Okay.
I never win.
Nice. You won like 2 years ago.
I think I won once 2 years ago, and every other year Spencer's.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like a tradition for me to win.
Oh, that's the tradition.
Exactly.
Got
But
it.
I worked so hard. I try.
Oh, okay. Let me finish typing here. Do you want to ask the next one?
Yeah.
too?
What do your parents do for a living?
So I'll take Dad if you want to take Mom. How about that?
Yeah, that works for me.
Our dad's he's an entrepreneur, so he's a trial technician. So like if you were like lawyers hire him to create PowerPoints, run all he rents out all of this equipment like projectors and runs them during a court case. Yeah, and travels all over for it and everything. So
Yeah. My mom is a eye optometrist, right? No?
I think it's an optic tech. I think is what
Yeah, I don't
something
know.
like that.
Something weird, something eyes, and she also like sells.
Something.
Yeah, she like checks in patients,
Yeah.
and then like
She's the like right or left, right or
Yeah.
left, you know that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, kind
so
of.
she's not the actual doctor.
Eye doctor, but the person who does like the.
The exam, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and she also like sells frames now too.
hmm
Mm.
Who do you think, like, if you were to say who's the breadwinner of your family?
That'd be Dad.
Dad? Okay.
Yeah.
Depending on the year.
Depending on the year, right?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that. My dad owns his own business.
Yeah.
As you guys know.
Right.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it
It can be.
can be a little rough. but
Yeah. And then others, it's like,
It's like
oh, we got a new boat. Okay. You know, like,
Well, that's always kind of fun.
exactly.
yeah.
Keeps you on your toes.
it does.
Between your mom and dad, who do you think the caretaker is?
Mom. Yeah.
Mom.
She works part time, so it's not full time. So whenever we were at home, we're not anymore so much.
Yeah.
But she with her coming from like healthcare and everything like that. If one of us is sick, she knows like what sick. We are. She'll be like, all right, take an ibuprofen now,
Yeah.
and then 2 hours from now we'll take this.
Yeah.
Whereas, we'll go to our dad if it's like a logical question. It's
Okay.
like, okay, I need to wrap my head around this like big money decision. Like, should I buy a car? I'll go talk to
Yeah.
my dad. But if I need like life advice or something like
Yeah.
that, it's like, well, some girl isn't talking to me. I'll go talk to my dad.
So you'd say you go to your mom for healthcare decisions and advice?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Because her whole family is healthcare people. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of,
It's in her.
yeah.
It's within her arena
Exactly.
of expertise.
In her
Yeah.
veins.
Okay.
Yep.
So your mom also makes the primary healthcare decisions too, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of. I mean, as far as I know, it's kind of a tandem thing. It's not like she'd like just has the be all end all decision, but she has the most knowledge about it. So it's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
if it's like, should we do a surgery or not? My mom will be like, probably, and then my dad will be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your family's power structure in terms of like decisions?
Right,
Well, Spencer
Dad.
gets the.
Oh yeah, I make every decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean it depends on what it is. Like, if it's the healthcare thing, my mom probably is making the decision. Like she has the knowledge. It really is about like who knows the most about that situation or that like thing. Like if it's money stuff, my dad's probably gonna make the decision just because he knows where all the money's coming from and he knows like if it's a big purchase, my dad loves big purchases, so like he'll research the crap out of it and he'll know
Yeah.
that it's a good thing to do. I don't know what. Spencer can talk either of my parents into doing just about anything. So.
Oh yes, the younger sibling charm.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I think I got it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Do your parents have like a joint bank account? Do you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So-
I think we're tied into it technically, kind of, or like they have like
Access.
to our accounts.
Yeah,
too,
that's
so.
how I
Oh yeah.
So does like your dad pay all the bills, or do they both?
I think it's. I mean, like I think my dad has like the bills sorted out. I think but I think they both have like they both know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just Dad more kind of runs it.
Yeah, he kind of runs the bank account.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Okay.
but-
Okay. And we're gonna dive a little bit more into healthcare stuff. Has anybody in your family gone through like a health condition or illness or injury that affected all of you? Like, for example, when my brother got meningitis, all of us kind of got involved.
You could say my food allergies because.
They're
Well,
fake.
yeah. So we grew up with food allergies. Both of us did. But we're getting to the point now where we're thinking maybe only I had food allergies and they just didn't test.
I was
him.
allergic to milk and eggs for sure.
Yes, but
But-
peanuts, we don't think he was actually allergic
I was
to
never
it.
allergic to
We
peanuts.
just put him in the food allergy. We just said that he was allergic because it was easier to classify both of us than just one of us.
Yeah, that was silly.
Yeah.
So what food allergies did you specifically have?
dairy, nuts, and egg.
Do you
Okay.
still have that?
I've outgrown them mostly. Spencer's pretty much completely outgrown.
Yeah.
I still have some to nuts. Like I was just in the hospital a couple months ago for a peanut allergy
Okay.
reaction.
My brother's allergic to dairy,
Yeah, dairy's hard.
eggs, peanuts, fish, like seriously. all of
Exactly.
that
Oh, just
same
about
stuff,
everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, like dairy is probably the hardest. I mean,
Are
like,
you, so you're still allergic to dairy, or can you have like?
I
cheese
can.
and
Oh, I
milk
mean, like
and
that's
stuff?
actual chocolate chip. Those cookies over there.
Yeah.
I mean, like I can have it if it's baked in. I can, you know, if I did like we went through like a different allergenist who like their whole thing is like just give it to you in small doses until you can have more and more. So like I started with a Cheez-It, and I'd have like a itchy throat, and then I just kept eating a Cheez-It every day for a couple, months or whatever, and then I had some 2 Cheez-Its for, and once it started to go away, and now I can eat, almost anything, but like if the heavy dairy stuff, I can't still. I get a little reactions.
So like ice cream and stuff, you can't.
No, I don't do ice cream. No, I do dairy-free ice cream still, but yeah, like I can have like a cheeseburger every once in a while. I won't die from a cheeseburger.
That's good.
Yeah. I usually don't do it though because I'm used to not having cheese. Like just
Yeah.
growing up without it. Like I just keep going.
That's how my
without it.
brother is. Like he was allergic to dairy when growing up or whatever, and now he's not. But
Yeah.
he still thinks milk is disgusting.
Right.
Like actual milk, he'll do like almond milk.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what he's used to. But the taste of actual milk, he hates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't drink actual
Yeah.
milk. It's
Yeah,
really gross to me.
Yep, I still do soy milk.
Like a taste aversion kind of thing where you're like,
Yeah.
"Well, this is not normal to me. I don't like it.
No.
Right.
It tastes so different. I don't know. It's just not what I think of milk.
Yeah, right. Like what you think of.
But I can drink milk now, like almost fully.
I don't think I could. I haven't tried it, but I don't think I can.
I drink chocolate milk sometimes now.
So when did you when did your parents or you rather figure out that you had food allergies?
I think because I was the first one or whatever. I think it was like I had some formula or something like that, and I just like inflated as a little baby or whatever, and it was like a really scary one. Apparently, I don't remember obviously because I was an infant, but they took they took me in, and like I had a bad allergic reaction to that little drip of formula or whatever on my like lip, and so that's where the first reaction was, I guess, and then.
Yeah, Mom just kind of assumed that I had allergies too, because it usually is. So she
Yeah.
put like a little drop of milk on my lip, and it like swelled up.
Mhm.
So like it was pretty obvious.
Well, and then I always think too, like back at that time too, is before a lot of people knew what food allergies are, like they knew what they were, but it wasn't like regulated at all. So like if you like now, if you look on any like nutrition label, it says may contain. Or it contains peanuts, tree nuts, or whatever. Back then it didn't, so my mom had to learn all the like technical words for milk. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Lactose and-
whey protein. Like if it had any of that, then we couldn't eat it. And then she'd have to read it from the the bottom up because it's usually hidden in the bottom. Like she had all these tricks to figure out if we were gonna die from a candy
And
bar.
now
or
it's
something
like
that.
there's so many alternatives now.
Right. Well, yeah, and especially with like vegan stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's like you can
Yeah.
easily be allergy free.
hmm
It helps now.
so she was really, really a stickler about
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah, for
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was very good at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and especially at being at that time when not a whole lot was there for people with food allergies.
Was she a stay-at-home mom when you guys were young?
For a little bit. So like, I can't remember how it works. So like, she had like it was like a few year period whenever before she went back to work or whatever. Because like I want to say when I was born, she was still working. When I was born, she was the primary like earner, I believe.
Yeah, I think Dad was still working at Hoygards.
Yeah, Dad had like, well, he was working at the law firm.
Oh, okay.
But then at a certain point, my dad realized he could make this business.
I need you to move your car.
Okay.
So Spencer, you get to answer questions.
I gotta carry this. That's so great.
Sorry, I forgot about this. I gotta do this.
No worries. Okay, so then Spencer.
Yes. Okay. Wait, what question is it?
I'm just gonna ask because this is more of like an individually based question. Is there anyone in your family that you are closer with than anyone else, or you look up to in a way?
I don't know. I look up to, I think, everyone in my family in a different kind of way. I can't say who I don't know if I'm closer with anyone. It's all just kind of different levels of closeness. Probably my. Oh man, this is tough. Probably if I had like advice, I would probably either go to my mom or my brother.
Okay.
I think it kind of depends on the situation.
Like if it's more emotionally based advice or.
Yeah, if it was more emotional, it would probably be to my mom.
Okay.
Because I know she likes giving advice and she likes to hear how I'm doing. Even if it's not good, I think she likes to know like where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. So she's definitely the more nurturing one?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And then like, for like, I think kind of like my brother was saying earlier.
Welcome back.
Hello, thank you. Sorry.
Go on.
Yeah. My dad is more like, if I have just questions about like, I don't know, like what to do. Money and like, maybe just like career-wise advice.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know.
I think it's like if you want an answer, you talk to dad.
Yeah.
If you want to talk it out, you talk to mom.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually like talked to dad about, you know, like, I don't know. He's just,
Yeah.
It just doesn't work as, you know.
Right.
It's just a different, like the duo is the perfect because
Yeah.
you get the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Where's your guys' hometown? Like,
Farming.
where's...
Farmington, so it's up near the cities.
Yeah. So, like, and you guys both live here, I'm assuming, right now?
Yep, I live here, obviously.
So then did that, like, affect your closeness to your family when you moved away?
You know, actually, I think it's made it closer. I don't know if you have the same thing, but, like, now I'm, like, now that they're, like, empty nesting, I, like, call them more because I feel bad, you know, like, I'm like, how are you guys doing? You know, like, right now my dad's at a trial in LA, so my mom has all these, like, has weeks where it's just her at home, and it's like, that's why she just came down today because I just was like, well, if he's not coming home for the weekend or whatever, come down and say hi to us, you know, because it's like, you know, it must be sad to be the only one in the house for 6 weeks at a time or whatever.
Yeah, I think just being here like makes me appreciate my time with them a lot more than when I was just living there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like I talk to them more about like stuff. You know, I just call them about stuff because it's like when you're living with someone, you don't really like talk. You know, especially when you're a teenager or something too. You just kind of like walk. You cohabitate. You don't live with them. You know.
You're like, stop getting in my business.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now I asked Spencer this question, and I'm gonna ask you the same one, Max. Is there someone in your family that you look up to or are close with, or anyone in your family?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I look up to all of them in different ways. You know, like my mom, like somebody will, like she, you know, people will just tell her like their secrets, or not like that sounds like creepy, but like anybody can open up to my mom because she's just a great listener, you know. So in that, like I look up to my mom so much just because of like she is a great listener, and I want to be as good of a listener as she is. And then like, you know, my dad I look up to 1,000% because I mean he created his own business that's super successful. And it's like not super, but I mean successful, and it's like that's kind of, you know, I'm going into business and that's kind of what I look up to for, you know. And Spencer's shorter than me, so I look down on him.
Oh!
I was waiting for that. I was like, he's gonna do it. Say it.
Okay, now the shot has been...
Right.
Okay. So then,
You gotta stage like a fight.
Really? Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no fighting on camera.
Enough of this.
What would you say your family dynamic is?
I don't know. We just kind of. It's a lot of goofing, you know, like a lot of sarcasm and stuff like that. Like we don't really ever. We're not too. We don't like. We're not. I mean, with the exception of mom, because you gotta hug mom, and we're not like a huggy,
No.
like, you know, that kind of a family. We're not like I love you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
but we express that through, like, you know, the fact that, you know, we invite mom down, or, you know, like, or that we drive all the way home just for birthday. You know, it's all through like what we're very action based, I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Yeah, you know, words and action. You're like,
Yeah.
we don't need the words as much as
Mhm.
the actions of doing stuff.
So to put it in kind of simpler terms, your family's love language is acts of service.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
In a
totally
way,
agree,
yeah.
like doing things for each other.
It's just like an
and-
unspoken,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
kind of vibe. I don't know.
It's like we all know.
yeah,
when
we all
need to
know.
say
We
it,
just
you
don't
know,
need to
like-
say it.
Okay.
Like, and it's not like there's never been any like doubt, you know, like
Yeah.
something that we've talked about before is my dad traveled a lot when we were growing up because of his business and everything like that. So, but we always talk about how it never felt like he always felt present, you know.
Okay.
Like, so a lot of people have like dads that work 9 to 5s, but they still don't feel like they're a part of your life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel I don't know if you feel the same way, but like he was always like, if he couldn't make it to something, he was calling about it. You know, he was on
okay.
the phone no matter what, and he was like, and we always knew that he would rather be there.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's started, like, I think that's, like, a big thing for me is, like, especially recently, in the past few years, and maybe I've just noticed it more, but, like, just hearing, like, how much he dislikes what he's doing,
yeah,
Oh.
like, he hates it.
yeah,
and,
he
like,
hates that he has to travel.
he hates that, and he hates being away, but he still does it anyway for us, and, like, I don't know, knowing that, like, he's going through so much of this stupid crap just for, like, you know,
The
just
money.
for us,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Like, I don't know. It makes me feel like he's not partying out in LA.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, he
he
goes
be
to
here.
B-dubs every night, and then he goes back to his apartment,
Yeah,
his apartment,
it sounds
his
terrible.
hotel. Yeah, he hates it.
Yeah.
Playing trivia with Danny DeVito.
Exactly. He flew home this weekend for a night because he wanted to just come home, you know, like
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Now we're going to go back into the health aspect. Do you know of any health conditions your family is at risk for, like high blood pressure, cardiac things, diabetes, cancers, anything like that?
Like
Cancers, yeah, I think that's what we have
Cancers? Okay.
coming. I don't know.
No. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No, I think
Like what kinds? Like skin cancer,
I think it's
just general.
general. Yeah, I don't know exactly.
What did
I
Graham
think lung. I don't know. I think it may have been lung from Graham.
Yeah, and then Bucky's recently kind of going
Bucky's is going towards the lung, but I think it started in. I don't know exactly. It's just kind of. I don't know. I don't really know what type of specific cancer it is, but
Yeah.
the other weird one we have is Fuchs dystrophy. Have you ever heard of that? It's an eye condition from my dad's side. That one's a hereditary one, so probably one of us have it, maybe both.
Oh.
You probably
Oh.
And it doesn't show up until we're like 45 or something like that.
What is
Okay.
it?
It's it's a corneal issue. So like your cornea, basically like particles get in between your like cornea and your eye or something like that. It's something.
like the cells like die off. That
Yeah.
help clear up
Oh.
vision.
Yep. And so their eye, my dad's eyes got super like foggy essentially. And then he had a big surgery where he had a corneal transplant. So they changed out his cornea and then.
Did they change out his cornea?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
thought they just like
completely-
added cells to it or something.
No, they
Okay.
actually did a corneal transplant, which is interesting. Sad thing. He had to stay on his back for like 3 days straight because whenever you change the cornea or whatever, you swap out the cornea. So yeah, they like
Something on a
they
tire.
put like an air bubble in your eye so that it doesn't like deflate. I don't know.
Oh,
And
sure,
so
sure.
yeah, so he has to lay down on his back so that the air bubble pushes up against the cornea so it stays.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, so that was a big
Interesting.
process. That whole.
Yeah, that whole thing. And you had to do one eye at a time too. So
Oh.
he did one in like summer, and then he did the next one like 6 months later.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and after
So-
his first one, I didn't think he was gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I thought he was like, no, I'm just gonna
Right.
live with the other one. Being...
But then he started seeing again, and apparently it's insane
Yeah.
because he's been like living with not being able to see for a few years or
Yeah.
whatever, and
he
then,
still talks about it. Like, he'll be
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah.
that looks.
He's
I
like,
would have been able to see that last
yeah, he's
year.
like grass is green. Who would have thought?
Wow.
He's like,
Yeah.
I know I'm saying
Who'd
it
have
again.
thunk it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, really quick, just clarifying, your was that your father's mom or your mom's mom?
Moms.
Mom's mom.
And-
Okay.
Our grandma on my dad's side passed of cancer as well. I
Oh,
don't know
wow.
that. Yeah.
And our grand.
And our grandpa, yeah.
on our mom's side.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
he died young. He died
Yeah.
when my mom was 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like a chain pipe smoker, so
Oh, okay.
that's kind of
Was it that cancer though? Like,
What?
was it?
I think it was mouth. I don't know,
Oh.
throat or something. It was something.
Yeah.
Bad. It was cancer for sure though.
Yeah.
Probably didn't catch it early enough to, and at that time in
Yeah.
history, I don't know.
Wow. Oh, want to ask the next one?
Yeah. So what advantages or disadvantages would you say your family has? Like, it can be like financial, social, health. I mean, health, obviously, we kind of just went over, but
I mean, financial, we're pretty. I mean, like it's an advantage and disadvantage because we can make like I said, my dad can make a lot of money in a year, and he can also make not a lot of money in a year. But it's still we're very comfortable. I think as far as that's definitely on the advantage side. As far as I know, we've never worried about food on the table. Except for when when we were young, I think.
Yeah.
But like.
It's more just like whether we have to sell a lot of our stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liquidate assets.
Yeah. Get rid of some
Okay.
do your parents pay for your college?
College?
if you mind asking?
Yeah, they made like a fund when we were young, and we didn't know how much was in it. I don't know if you're getting the same thing, but
Yeah,
like
they were telling me about that.
we get we're basically getting 2 years paid from that fund. I had no idea. We thought it was just gonna be like some money to help with like gas, but then it ended up being like a whole thing.
Compounded.
Yeah, it compounded. And,
Well, that's a good thing.
We got 2
That
years.
is a good thing.
I mean, I would take it.
Right, yeah, no, it's really nice.
So that's an advantage. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And then do you guys have any like, oh, hello.
Hey, Kyle.
Do you have any other advantages or disadvantages like, socially or anything like that? Are you like far removed from people in terms of where you lived? Are you like close to people?
I mean,
Anything
we're
like
we're
that?
social. We're all social people. So like, we're in the suburbs, or we grew up in the suburbs. So like, you being our neighbor, we hung out with you a lot. Like we were advantageous, maybe disadvantage.
Oh wow, that's a shot.
kidding.
Okay.
But it was we were lucky enough to have people to play with. We always had friends and stuff. I don't know if disadvantage no, I don't know. We're all like social.
Yeah, I think we all like to have maybe like I think we're more of a family. We like to cause fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We like to be responsible for fun. You know what I mean?
We'll plan an event.
Yeah.
We're
4th of
planners.
July.
Yeah, exactly. Bar
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just finishing typing.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's about it. Is there anything from this little encounter that you feel like you've learned or gained in any other way? Whoa.
Yeah.
That was like in tandem.
I don't know. I think I have a newfound appreciation for my little brother. No, I don't know. I don't think.
Maybe just probably just like
Renewed.
laid it out more. You know?
Mhm.
Renewed
'cause, like,
appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, sure I have the thoughts all separate, but like I don't know, putting them together is something that I haven't experienced.
That's cool. Okay, well, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to talk to you.
For sure.
Yes.
It's greatly appreciated, and I hope that you two felt comfortable during the entire interview.
Spencer was looking at me funny, but
Yep. I think I might have to sue. You know.
Whoa.
I don't want my.
it's gonna be a class
I don't want my
Anyway.
name on this.
I see what you did there.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
stop
thank you very
this.
much.
Okay.